A number of people react so strongly to those toxins that they've even been, they're even linking toxins and pesticides to schizophrenia now.
Oh, wow.
It's just really sad. I know a year or so ago I worked with a number of people, cancer patients, and the matter that was passing their body was toxic chemicals, pesticides and chemicals.
Yeah.
Every single one of these people were releasing pesticides and chemicals in every treatment that they had, and it was really amazing the correlation that every single one of the cancer patients were releasing that type of toxic waste from their liver and from their colon. And I wish I could say that a number of them survived and a number of them didn't, unfortunately. But I know that your body is responding to the toxic matter that's in it.
Yes, that's right.
We relate it to I guess changing the oil in a car, so to speak. Really, when your body is working with dirty oil, it's not going to work as effectively.
Exactly. I think we better take better care of our cars than we do of our bodies. I mean, every 3,000 miles we change the oil of our car. But how many times do we cleanse our body? And there's clogging in our body, just like a pipe in your kitchen sink. There's clogging. Paul Bragg talks in his book about Miracle of Fasting. He talks about going on a 30-day fast, and on day 21 of his fast, he was a chemist, and he had urinated, and it was a very burning sensation, and he knew he was passing something from his body, and he took that urine and had it analyzed, and it was almost pure DDT and chemicals. After 21 days of fasting, he passed DDT and other poisons from his body via his kidneys.
And we know that locks up in the system.
Exactly. And this is, I mean, gosh, had he stopped the fast on day 18, he would not have passed that DDT. I can't always remember that and think about that. But these are cases of auto-intoxication. You know, I would say, I venture to say that almost all sicknesses and disease stem from a toxic body, a toxic bowel. And if you don't get that cleansed, you're always going to have a certain amount of sickness. And I think when you said about the cancer patients, oftentimes they've done so much chemotherapy, radiation, that by the time they come to somebody to do alternative medicine, it's too late. You know, they're just their bodies are so depleted that they can't recover.
It's something that really needs to start even before the onset of a disease. It's something that needs to start with diet and with exercise, and even when with your children and at a very, very young age, it needs to start. We can't continue to feed our children the things that we feed our children, and we can't continue to look to this fast way of life and expect that our bodies are going to keep up with that. That's not the way we're designed.
That's right. You know, when a newborn baby is born, that newborn baby starts to immediately develop putreficated bacteria until it gets breastfed. When the mother is breastfeeding the baby, it has all of the friendly flora, the friendly bacteria, and as they start to feed that baby healthy, foods, then the putreficated bacteria starts to multiply and they become toxic.
That's interesting too. We don't realize that it really does need to start at a young age, but it's not too late to start. You don't have to start as a newborn, but for the hints for new mothers, definitely get on the right track and keep your babies healthy from the very beginning.
Yes.
And as an adult, even up, I know I have a client who's almost 80 years old now, and I'll tell you, he's not one of those gentlemen who are moaning, groaning, and complaining. He is a vibrant, and he is a wonderful, caring human being, and he comes in once a month because he's convinced that his program is going to prevent any prostate problems. So he comes in faithfully once a month for his treatment, and he's a wonderful, caring, happy human being.
Look at Pastor Orville Johnson. He's almost 90 years old, and he lives with me, and this man is always pleasant, he's enjoyable, and joy because he's very healthy.
He's very healthy. He is concerned with everything that he puts in his mouth. He's not going to feed the enemy, so to speak. He's not going to feed his body things that are bad for it.
Yes.
So,
and you are my daughter.
I am your daughter. My mother got me involved in this. I was a typical teenager, and you made sure I ate pretty healthy growing up, but in my teen years, boy, McDonald's was the only way to go.
I remember you used to get mad at me because I didn't buy milk.
Oh, you'd get mad at me. I would get mad at you because you wouldn't buy junk food cereal and all that matter that they had on the shelves. And now it's kind of coming around because I'm having that same problem with my children. How come you won't buy Fruit Loops, Mom? Well, sorry, guys. It's the way it is.
I know. Well, our children get brainwashed in television to buy those products that are not healthy, and it's a struggle. It's a challenge to keep our children healthy.
I think it's really exciting that you've put together this book. How long has it taken you to put this book together?
Well, I've been working on this book for 8 years, and it's a book. I designed the book and wrote the book with the attitude that I wanted the reader not to be able to put it down. When the reader reads it, there are so many interesting facts in this book about health and testimonials and stories of different situations where people have improved their health, and facts, all kinds of nutritional facts, that I want the reader to read this book and not be able to put it down because they're so fascinated with the information that they're reading. And that's the purpose of this book, to help a person to obtain good health and find the answers, at the same time good reading, good entertainment for them.
And that it definitely is.
Yes.
It's been real enjoyable for me to scan through what you've been working on, especially since I've been involved in so many of those cases.
Yes.
And it's exciting to see them in writing.
Yes.
And I would encourage everyone to get a copy of this book. I've read the books they wrote back in the 30s, and believe me, you wouldn't really want to get into that. Definitely not as exciting as this. And the thought of doing a cleanse and detox through internal hydrotherapy may seem a little intimidating, but it really isn't. We hear from so many people that it's changed their life in so many ways, and I know it's changed my life and my family. And it's just been a very, very positive experience for everyone who's gone through the program that you've put together. And I just appreciate it. I'm real pleased to be able to be here with you and sit next to you and encourage everyone to read this book and to get involved. Take ownership of what you've been doing with your life, and take ownership of the things that we're putting in ourselves.
Yes. It's your body, and you make the decision about your body. The final decision is yours, and you know yourself, and you can take control over your own body and make the decisions of how you're going to get well.
Well, thank you for letting me come and be with you today and talking to everyone.